Good morning, good morning, good morning, everyone. It's Wednesday. It is June 15th. Thank you, thank you, thank you for a beautiful Tuesday tarot. We had some really cool readings, and I was really, oh gosh, I don't know, things are growing, things are expanding, and it was really cool to see like all the YouTubers like showing up. So because been sharing everything from Facebook to YouTube, just to make my life easier, to be honest with you. But I woke up today and I talked yesterday about how heavy and dense the energies were. And in meditation today, I couldn't get comfortable. Like my shoulders were tense, my jaw was tense, I could feel the energy right here sitting on my chest. And the thing that I'm feeling the most that I wanted to share with you all is this. Good morning, Kara. Good morning, Vibhuti. Welcome. Good morning, Natalia. I feel a shift. I feel a big, big shift. And I feel like that's what this energy, and this is the first of several full, these full moons that are super full moons, which means they're closer to the earth. So for those of you that are like feeling it, I think we're shifting, and that's what I'm feeling, the shifting. I'm feeling the shifting big time, because even what I want to put out, the content, what I'm feeling that I want to share, like it's different. It's very different. And so I just feel like, and the readings last night really kind of reflected that there's just a lot of like movement that's going to be happening. And so, guys, ground, salt baths, staying connected to spirit, staying connected to your heart, feeling into what you're doing, really leading with your heart, because so many people out there that aren't heart centered or understand these energy shifts, right? They're gonna feel triggered, and you could be on the receiving end of that trigger. But it's so important to recognize that it's not about you. They can feel something's changing within them, and for many, they're going to be like, I don't want it to change, right? Because I'm comfortable in this whatever it is. Even if it's bad, even if it's been a long time of not good, even if it's been slightly abusive or abusive enough that I could just deal with it, verbal, emotional, maybe even physical. But that's what's coming up in these super full moons. It's like now you're getting this energy within you that's saying, I can't stay here. I can't stay in this place. And again, for some people, that's going to be really uncomfortable, where they're like, but this is what I know. This is what I've been doing for X number of years. This is maybe all I've ever known. And now they're getting this impetus to go in a different direction or to make a big change. And it's scary. And it's scary. I love it. Thank you, Kara. Very much self-aware. Self-aware of like what you want, what you don't want, and then the changes to get there. And for some, they won't necessarily know exactly the changes, but they know there's a change that needs to be made. So, yeah, that's what I'm feeling. That's what I'm feeling. All right, let's get this party started. And right out of the gate, look at that. Justice. Yeah. Coming into balance. Coming into your focus. Kara, this is literally me letting it dry overnight and getting up and going, I don't want to deal with it. So I put a little stuff in it to tame it a little so it didn't look so frizzy. But yeah, other than that, thanks. This is au naturel. Good morning, Jen. So the Justice card pops right out to say the scales are balancing. The scales are No, Vibhuti, this is big energy. This is big energy. And so know that you're being brought that self-awareness. You're being brought to ideas, a shifting where you can no longer stay where you are, or you can no longer hide what you've been hiding. You can no longer play small. I mean, I just got a message last night of someone who is really putting herself out there with her art, and it's beautiful, and I'm so excited. And I can feel the shifts within myself. And I got an email from another person who's really starting to get into connection with spirit and wanted to share and ask questions. And it's just beautiful what's going on in this shift of consciousness. And morning, Mina. So we're all feeling it. And I feel like it's because we're coming into this where you need to be, where your scales are balanced, where you're being brought the fairness, maybe fair exchange for what you put out, maybe just being seen for who you truly are, your magnificent self. And for some of you, you are getting justice. For some of you, you are getting that settlement. For some of you, you are getting that divorce. For some of you, you are getting, whatever the contract was that hasn't been signed. For some of you, you're finally saying, I'm walking away. I'm just done. Like they can't say anything to bring me back. Their lies, their deception, their hurtfulness, their selfishness, their self-involvement. I can't handle it anymore. I'm done with it. I'm moving on. Male or female, the people in your life that are not treating you fairly, the people in your life or situations in your life that aren't bringing you balance, they got to go. The people and situations in your life where you've been giving way too much and not receiving, where you know that you've not been respected, but you've kind of let it go. You're not going to be able to. This energy is just making people kind of done. And for some of you, you've needed it because you've been on the fence. You've known that something needed to change, but you were unwilling to kind of make the hard decision. And this energy is going, boom. There you go. We're going to make it for you. Yeah. We're going to help you feel so safe and stable in your situation that there is going to be no playing with anybody who's not treating you fair. We're going to help you love yourself and become so self-aware that anybody who's not treating you with grace and dignity and fairness and justice, they no longer get a seat at your table. It is going to be way too uncomfortable to have them there. It's going to be way too uncomfortable to say that you can stay. I'll just let you linger. There's no more lingering. Because now you're ready for the people and the situations to be at your table that are bringing something to the table. A skill, support, resource, love. Because you're ready to share with those who are sharing back, those who are giving you balance. In a traditional tarot Rider-Waite deck, the star card, the water's flowing in one and flowing out the other. And that's what I'm feeling here. Like anywhere where you're not receiving in balance to what you're giving, it's not going to feel good and you're not going to stay. You're not going to stay. You're going to say, I got to go. So this king, I love this King of Wands because look at his face. It's just this, I'm getting it all. It's all about me. It's all about me. And I'm okay with that. And that's the energy that you're walking away from. If they're not balanced and grounded, if they're not fair, if they're not giving to you, if they're not supporting you, if they're not respecting you, they've got to go. You've got to go. I just feel like in this energy, you're standing and sitting in this place of power where you feel balanced, you feel grounded, you feel able, safe, stable, happy. You're not putting up with this anymore, this unfairness, this injustice. You're making the changes. This Queen of Cups has everything she needs within her and without her. Without meaning outside of herself. She's got everything. And all she needs to do is embrace it and keep up her boundaries for those who are not giving to her. Because if they're not bringing something to the table, she's not giving them a seat at the table. And that's what I feel. I feel like it's time. It's time to embrace yourself, male or female. Embrace yourself. Know that you have everything within you, and that is going to create the outside, the right opportunity, the right people, the right resource. For some of you, you've already started feeling it, and that's why this is no longer acceptable. This is no longer acceptable right there, because they're not bringing anything to the table. If anything, they're stealing your energy. If anything, they're taking. And it's kind of kept you in this very negative deficit where things were okay, but you couldn't overcome the hurdle. You couldn't get to the next level. You couldn't get to the next promotion. You couldn't get to the next dream, whatever it was. It's a collective, honey. Good morning. You haven't been realizing that because they're keeping you at this energetic level, you haven't been able to get where you want to go because they're pulling on you. And for some of these people, they've been your energy vampire, and it hasn't felt good, but it's been okay. So you haven't felt so bad that you needed to make this shift, but now the energies are coming in saying it's time. It's time to make the shift. It's time to make the shift. You need to move on. You need to keep raising your vibrational frequency. You need to keep going on your dream. You need to be able to take the promotion. You need to be able to meet someone that's going to give back to you and love you as much as and as well as you love others. This is everything kind of being returned to you that you've been giving out that you have not been getting a fair exchange in. And so for some of you, you've got to dump the dead weight. For some of you, you got to dump the dead weight. Yeah, I love it. This card came out again. It just came out the other day. Yes. Yes, it is time to go in the new direction. Yes, it is time to meet the new people. Yes, it's time to take the leap of faith. Yes, it's time to take the promotion. Yes, it's time to, whatever you're feeling, it's time to put yourself out there in a new way. It's time to love yourself unconditionally and not let anybody bring you down. For some of you, you're being asked to expose yourself in a way that you've been trying to not expose yourself. Not in a bad way. Maybe putting a gift or talent out there that you've been holding back on. Or maybe not sharing yourself as much as you could be with others. Always holding back that emotional barrier of being too vulnerable. It's time. No, cliche, nothing has to be gotten in a day, honey. You don't have to do it all in a day. Do it when you're feeling ready. Do it when you're feeling strong. Do it when you're really getting that nudge from spirit to say, this is the day. So if you need to rest first, rest. Rest. I can be honest with you guys. I've been working the past couple of days, but for the most part, it's been very low key. It's been taking care of business. It's been cleaning my house and getting rest and meditating and just being for most of the day. So sometimes we just have to honor how we're feeling. And when it's time, Spirit will let you know, okay, it's time. Today's the day. Today's the day that you put out that content people might be surprised about. Today's the day that you quit your job. Today's the day that you advertise for your service. Today's the day you'll know when it's the right day. But no, nothing has to be gotten in a day, guys. Darlene, sending you lots of love, honey. Yeah, you'll be okay. It won't be pleasant, but you'll be okay. I haven't had to do that yet. I'm sure it's coming. I had that 5-0 mark. You get to start doing all those real fun things. Just shuffling the ask, answer angels. Let's see what the angels want to tell. Oh, look at that. So some of you are asking when. So the when is within the next few months. So yeah, nothing has to be gotten in a day. And this doesn't surprise me that this is coming out because these super full moons, we're having like 3 back to back. So for some of you that maybe aren't feeling it as strongly as others, this one, it's coming. You will be where we are soon. But yeah, the changes within the next few months, being in that really positive place within the next few months. So I would say before fall, before the beginning of fall, you'll know. You'll know what you're sharing. You'll know where you're adjusting your life. You'll know who's staying and who's going. You'll know where you need to be putting your time and talent and energy. You'll know. So it's coming. For some of you, it's here. For some of you, it's more imminent. But for some of you, it is. It's going to take a few months for you to get ready or do what you need to do or get ready to be ready. Abraham talks about getting ready to be ready. And sometimes we need time to get ready to be ready. And I've been getting ready to be ready for a while now. And so I feel like there is some impetus here for me in my journey to start sharing in a way that I've not shared before. So it's not in the direction that I thought it would be in. And so that has given me a little pause. And so I need to also get ready to be ready. Whew. All right, we're just going to do a romance angel just for those of you who are in relationships that maybe are struggling or you're really, really ready for. You're getting ready to be ready for a new relationship. Yes, because engagement, your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. So for some of you, you really are being brought in a partner where it is going to be a new level of commitment. It may be engagement, but I just feel like it's going to be this real togetherness. So someone who is more in alignment with you. You might even call them like your most compatible soulmate. But it does feel like you are coming into relationships where there is going to be this higher vibrational frequency around the commitment, around the relationship. So you're going to be connected on more than just one area. So it's going to be like a physical, mental, emotional, energetic connection. So that's why it's going to feel very different and maybe a little overwhelming to anything you've been through before, because you're going to be feeling that connection on so many levels that it could feel a little overwhelming or scary. So I would say take it slow, because again, nothing has to be gotten in a day. So for whoever that resonates for, just there's no reason not to go slow, because this is going to be because of the new level of commitment that you're going to be feeling. I mean, this is going to be a longer relationship. It might even be the one that the last one that you come into in this lifetime. So yeah, so that's resonating for some of you, not for all of you. but that's okay. This is a general reading. So take what resonates, please, and leave the rest. Whew. All right. So yes, we are feeling it. Thank you for Tarot Tuesday. And if you want to work with me, you can get all of my information is at guidance311.com. If you want to learn what I do have classes coming, one in August, one in September. All that information is on my services tab on the app. Oh, thank you, Cynthia. Thank you. Yeah, I really started this reading before I started pulling cards. So for those of you who came in late, you might want to like kind of watch the whole thing because spirit really was kind of right here. I had just got done meditating and then it was like turn on the camera and then it just was like this is the message and then the card supported it. So yeah, this was one of those kind of message throughout the whole. Less of me, more of spirit, I think is the way to call that. But yeah, awesome. So all right, guys, I'm sending you so many blessings and so much love. Have a beautiful rest of your Wednesday. And I'll be putting out the poster for Thomas and I for tomorrow's consciousness conversation. So you know kind of what we're talking about. And it'll be good. So that'll be tomorrow at 3:30. And have a beautiful rest of your day. We'll talk to you soon. Bye, guys.